when I decided to do the Gatehouse, what had happened was I finished my class, and the student came up to me and said, I want to take you up on that coffee. So I said, okay. We have an open concept office space at the college, so we didn't go to my office. What I would normally do would go for a walk with the person. On this occasion, it was raining. I said, can we get a coffee over here at the coffee shop, and we'll just sit in my car if that's okay? And they said yes. So we literally drove up the laneway that goes onto the campus grounds, and we stopped. And one of the first things the person did was turn to me and say, I just want to tell my story. They went on to say how they'd been to different counselors, and every time they went to a counselor to talk about their abuse as a child, they felt they were being put into a particular modality, that they were being told how they should, in quotes, tell their story. And it was really frustrating to the person. And I had the windshield wiper going back and forth at times so they wouldn't feel claustrophobic because we were sitting having the coffee. And they hit my dashboard with their fist and said, I'm just so tired, and hit the dashboard. And I said, hit it harder. She hit it harder, and we both started to laugh. To bring laughter into trauma can be extremely powerful. Then she just told me this incredible story, what she had experienced. And as she was talking, the windshield wiper would go, and each time it went, I looked over, and there was this house sitting here, abandoned. The roof was fallen in on itself, was all boarded up. And as she was telling me her story, I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if there was a house where people could go and tell their stories and get strong again, because they're strong people. So that's what I did. I decided at that very moment, I'm going to go and build this house. And found out that the city of Toronto owned the house. And I talked to them about I asked them if I could have the house for free, and they said no. And I had to put together, to start it all off, was they said $300,000 to repair the house. I was short $299,000 and at that point. And that led to bringing community together to help rebuild the house. So I put an ad in the local paper for a community meeting to talk about this. Over 70 people showed up to the meeting. It grew from there. At one point when we were building it, there was over 400 volunteers working on the house in different committee groups. And in the 26 years now, there's been over 20,000 people impacted by the Gatehouse. And so that's pretty exhilarating to know that there's that many courageous people out there willing to talk about this.